when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
Yeah.
You people.
What's up?
What's going on?
Dude, that intro is just hype as fuck.
That's why I picked it.
Good pull. Good pull. I mean, I remember that. Oh, hang on.
Whoa.
I think I got it over here. This is my fault. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go.
going on?
There we go. Stop. There we go. All right, there we go. Hi, everybody. I don't even know what today's date is, and I don't give a fuck.
It is the
Tuesday something.
21st.
I guess. Where's my phone? That'll tell me.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, the 22nd.
Oh, the 22nd.
22nd. Summer's almost done, man.
It's summer until it's not.
Although I could definitely have done without it today, dude. So yeah, obviously this week started the new job, which is just, oh my god, it's night and day between this company. I've worked for them before, the catering gig.
Yeah.
But I'm doing more of the warehouse work rather than just working in the kitchen. But it's such a night and day between this gig and the fucking, what do you call it, the restaurant that I was working at. But today, dude, waiting for that bus, holy shit. Or the train, excuse me. Holy shit, it was a fucking oven outside. It was an absolute oven.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit warm.
Well, and it was well, it was that, and just also the it's just so fucking muggy out right now. Like everyone asks me, like, especially because my parents live down in Florida, so they'll be like, so what's the weather? You know, that boring ass small talk everybody does. How's the weather up there? And I just tell them, it's Florida, dude. Like, it's Florida right now. I don't know what to tell you. It's a swamp.
Yeah, it's
like,
Florida level.
Disgustingly Florida level at this point. So, what's up, buddy?
Not too much. What's up?
I'm chilling. Although, it's not like I haven't seen you. We were hanging out Saturday night.
Yep.
Down at, well, we could just jump right into it. So
down at the old house party.
Yeah, so I finally got your ass out of the house.
Hey. When there's a good reason to come out, I will come out.
All right, well, I'll, at the end of the segment here, there's definitely going to be a good reason, more often. So, Ketosis is a band out of Philadelphia. That's my roommate's band, Eric, and he was set to do a CD release show for their latest EP album, whatever you want to call it, Valley of Kings, and we played the song here last week. The title track and single.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to do a CD release show at the Whiskey Tango in Northeast Philadelphia, but the venue closed. Like, just shut its doors. They said, we're done. But that place is just notorious for that, where they get into so much trouble with, like, their beer distributors, so then they declare bankruptcy and then just pass it off onto their cousin. And then the beer distributors are like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll keep delivering beer then. like, so
Suckers!
Yeah, I mean, so with all that being said, they were supposed to do, they're supposed to have this show in Northeast Philly, but then unfortunately, the place closes, and then because they closed with such short notice to the August 19th date, Eric couldn't find another venue, which is understandable because most of these places are going to be booked out months in advance. You know what I mean? Like what venue is going to sit there and be like, Oh yeah, I got a Saturday open in 2 weeks with nothing happening. Like that's retarded.
Retarded.
So he says Eric was just like, and this is my impersonation of Eric. Fuck it, what's doing in my house? Because you met him, so you see how quiet he talks. And so just fuck it, dude. What's fucking doing at my house? So yeah, so we said, oh, so we can't. Eric was like, can't find a venue. Hold my beer.
Yep.
Figurative and literally. And we did a fucking house show. Like we did a full on house show. And maybe, do you have him on your friends list or no?
Who?
Eric.
I think he sent me a friend's request.
Okay, because we'll have to pull up the one video of the one band Chuggernaut, because that one is a really good view of like kind of like a good little Instagram 30-second video of the basement and all that stuff. So yeah, so we sat there. It started with 5 bands, and then gradually it grew to 10 because of bands from the Whiskey Tango show dropping off, and whatchamacallit, bands from the, and then new bands getting asked to play, and then they were agreeing to do it, and so forth and so on. But it was a fucking blast, dude. That was the shit. Like everything fell into place just fucking perfectly with that shit. Like I can't describe any other way about it. From just all the bands. Oh, there he is. Yeah. So all the bands, like we totally not remodeled, but we moved and redesigned the entire basement. It's usually the jam spot. So most bands, musicians, if you guys are familiar, when you jam, you usually have like everyone kind of pointing towards each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably a little bit down further. But this was we set everything up with, all the shit up against the wall, made it look like a stage. Went out, found these fucking LED lights, like an 8-pack of LEDs for, what does that say?
Burned in effigy.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the band that had that fucking machine of a drum player.
Yes.
That dude was fucking incredible.
I don't know if there was video of those guys or not, but more or less, so he went and found. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So he went and found. He went and found like these lights on fucking like eBay or some shit, like the LED pack. Now it's not the lights that you're gonna see in this video here in a sec, but he found these Johns, dude. He found like 8 lights for like $60. You know what I mean? We went around. We literally electric taped them to the fucking drop ceiling track. Because we don't have a truss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lighting truss. So we just taped them along this one line of track with fucking electrical tape.
Yeah.
Ran extension cables, had them all tucked up and taped up all nice and neat and shit. You know what I mean? And it was great. Like Ketosis pretty much backlined the whole night. I mean, there's a kit there, cabinets and so forth. And we just said, dude, here's the heads. All you literally have to do is just plug the fuck in and play. And it couldn't have gone any. Jesus is a baby killer. Yes. It couldn't have gone any fucking smoother. Than the whole thing. I just so impressive. So if you want to bring up the Chuggernaut video, this was a band from Massachusetts, and I mean nothing against any of the other bands there. Even the 2 guys, Mark Lancaster and George O'Brien, who were acoustic openers, and it was fucking perfect.
On here.
Yeah, I got it muted out. Yeah, so you can get the thing set up. But these guys fucking murked it, dude. Like just straight came from Massachusetts. And just wow, they even brought their own lights, and Eric was just like, "Fuck it, yeah, go ahead and use your lights." But more Chuggernaut, yeah, right. Oh, hey, Riley's back. What's up, Riley? Yeah, Chuggernaut Chuggernaut is a band name, and this is. Do you ready to bring it up? Ready to bring it up here?
Yeah, hold on, let me.
But these guys, like I said, from the Massachusetts area, outside of Boston, and I had fun as soon as they showed up. I was just like, "Hey, what's up, kid? Where you from? Hudson, Worcester? Where are you guys from?" This fucking kid and his fucking cigarette here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had to throw my corny ass Boston up on. So yeah, these guys came. Like I said, they brought their own lights. And, you want to bring that on over for the screen, for screening.
Yeah. So.
And
here is Chuggernaut.
Chuggernaut. This shit ruled.
Oh, wait. Where's our sound? Here?
Oh, did it do it again?
What did it do? Did it do pull a douchebag?
You might have to check the output.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're getting this shit figured out.
Yeah, good
Sup,
old
Riley?
shit. Good old shit here.
It's weird how this thing, it's like it desktop audio output on the one John, but then it doesn't do it for the other John.
Yeah, it decides, I'm going to put it through something else.
I'm going over here.
Yeah,
That's the one we want. Yeah, and boost that bitch. Jack that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's try this yet again.
All right. Back to
some juggernaut. Dude, that's a basement. It looks better than most venues in Philly. It's a fucking basement. My basement. Dude, hear how good that sounds. Like, dude, like seriously, like we had Sean, the guitar player from Eric's other band, Mesmeria, who also played. He just brought over 1,000-watt power amp. I brought the old Slacker board right here. You know, I brought this the board that we use, a little Behringer 4-channel. Well, 4 mics, but it's like total 8 total channel shits. Just ran that, dude. Mics, just a vocal mic. There's no kick mics or anything else like that. And it's, dude, all the bands, all the guys that were telling us. Oh, there's a second one. If you want to play that too. But all the bands were telling us, they're like,
yeah, he had one of them crazy fan fret 8 strings.
fucking Novak. I don't know if it's actually a Novak, but he's playing a fucking 8. Yeah, like dude, it looked and sounded so fucking cool, and it's my basement. I was down there masturbating last month, and then it's and now apparently we are now a new venue in Philadelphia because we went and talked to our neighbor Jim, and he was like, dude, it was fucking perfect. Like, I didn't hear shit. Negative Sky, they're another great fucking band. Yeah, here we go. Here was the running total. Run back up to his to the set times. So we had George O'Brien, Mark Lancaster, Mesmeria, Pravda, Dreadstar, fucking love them. Lowdown, Burned in Effigy, that's the machine drummer that you were talking about. The dude was a fucking machine, dude. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, every hit was exactly as hard as he wanted to hit it. His timing was fucking Swiss watch fucking timing.
Just a machine, dude. Just an absolute machine. So yeah, Lowdown, Burned in Effigy, Juggernaut, who we just watched, Negative Sky, who's out of North Jersey, and then Ketosis. Finished it off, and they fucking blew it out of the water, dude. Like, every single one of these folks blew this shit out of the water, and it was just so fucking awesome. And now, like I said, we went and oh yeah, there's the beer, there's all the beer, dude. There was a 1 can of lager and 1 woodchuck cider left. That's all that survives. We did take a slight hit cash wise. Not you know, because it was just, we were trying to because it was like this, hey, you know, $5, typical house shows, especially West Philly house shows, Temple house shows and stuff like that in the city. It's like, you know, $5 to get in and $5 for a cup for all you can drink, or you bring your own shit, or you just don't drink. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So the thing was, it started getting confusing because, like, we also had an issue of like, okay, who's working the door, who's doing this, who's doing this job, that job. And stuff just got kind of jumbled up a little bit with logistics, but nothing, like, no money got stolen or anything like that. It just, we didn't make, there was enough people there. We probably just didn't collect everyone's money or whatever.
Yeah.
So like next time we're just gonna be like, dude, it's $10. I think Eric was it's just there's no cover charge. It's $5 now. You know what I mean? Like, just $5, and then we just walk around with a fucking tip the bands. You know what I mean? Like, just to keep it fucking simple. You know. So yeah, dude. I mean, it was so after talking with the neighbor, he was like, "Dude, Not a single problem. You barely heard, like you just heard what we did with Chuggernaut, and it was just like, first off, it sounded clear. I didn't wake up with that compression effect of like, oh my God, I was hearing loud music all night.
Yeah. Clarity makes all the difference in the world.
Right, and everyone knew what they were doing with their amps. You know what I mean? Like everyone knew what they were doing with their EQ. Like I said, we just had 1,000 watts for just the vocals, like just to fucking smash it over everything on top of the mix. We used one of my Samson mics, the first handheld mics that we had. Nostalgia for the nostalgic slackers. Oh, real fast, Riley. I'll try and link that vid. It's on a Facebook profile. I don't know if it's public. You and I are on friends list with your actual name and your government name, so I'll tag you in a comment section somewhere. If not, it's on Instagram, but I'm not sure what Eric's Instagram is at this moment. But the neighbor Jim, like getting back to the sound, like straight up, like you walked in the kitchen, barely heard that shit. You were in the living room, barely heard it. Outside, barely heard it. Upstairs where the bathroom and my room is and all that shit, like the second floor.
Yeah.
Nothing, dude. Walk out front, because I went down to Dawson's, which is near our house. I'm not saying exactly where, but near our house, because they had our buddy Tom from Philly Blind Pig was doing a barbecue, a smoked barbecue. You know what I mean? Like, so I had to go grab food. Walking outside, nothing.
Yeah.
Just not like it would sound like if someone walked past, oh, they're just having band practice, and not realize, because we had the windows blocked out with the sound, not realizing there's 60 people in a fucking basement just getting down right now. You know what I mean? Like,
and it wasn't exactly, well, it wasn't remotely quiet down there when the bands were playing either.
No, I mean it's metal, it's heavy shit. So Jim, our neighbor Jim had no problem with it. I mean, he feels bad because he was like, oh, I was gonna come over, but then friends of his that were supposed to come with him bailed, and it's just like, well, don't feel bad, dude, just come over anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so more or less, he's down with it. He's a dude, I don't have a problem with it if you guys want to do more. So we're looking like 4 times a year that we're gonna do these house shows, and it could even get bigger than that. It could go to 6 times a year. It could go to 8 times a year. It could even be almost. It could potentially get to once a month. But we're going to start with once a quarter, once a season. So this was the summer one. And then we're going to do one around Halloween, and it's not going to be a metal show. We're actually going to do more of a rock show, because we really want to try and get our boys from the band Phantasm. Yes, just like the movie. But our boys from Phantasm, like, we really want to, because they're just fucking amazing. They're awesome. And we're just waiting back to hear from them on which date's cool, that the 2 of them that we gave them. So, yeah, I mean, there's that. And there's also the possibility, like, depending on what happens with our channel here, and if this would have to happen more in real life. What do you mean? Oh, timeout. Yeah. That's fun when you're an admin. This would have to be happening more in real life, in terms of, like, I would love to have and I'm sure you do as well, like a fan base of listeners or viewers of the show that are in Philly.
Yeah.
Or in this area. I mean, the chances are and because I want to do a live studio show. I want to do a live studio audience. You know what I mean?
Well, that'd be kind of cool. At some point.
Yeah, just I mean, it's going to take time because we want to build something up here first. But almost again, like that. Why couldn't that be considered one of the house shows in a sense? You know what I mean? Like, and we could even do something crazy like get a hold of like the councilman that does that section of the city I live in, and like he's our guest, to bring a fucking politician on and have him talk and take questions from the audience and shit. You know what I mean? Like maybe Dalen Leach is available at that fucking time or something.
Well, I was just thinking what would be kind of cool is the next time you guys have one of those shows, you could live stream the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, we were thinking of that, but we was like, we already have enough going on, because the beauty of this experiment is that we went whole hog. 11 bands, dude. Like 11, 12 acts. Yeah. Like from here on out, these are going to be more like 5, 6 at most. You know what I mean? Like, but if we can handle that, then we can easily handle one that's quote unquote scaled back. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to get if I could get $700 in September. I would so buy that fucking Zoom board I showed you.
Yeah, that thing is fucking sweet.
Just to be able to sit there and run mic, to be able to actually mic everything up.
Well, yeah, you'd also be able to run. You'd be able to run pretty much everything through that board.
Yes, because then because the big thing about that board was that it's the Zoom. I think it's called the LS12. Yeah, live stream, live sound 12.
Yeah, it's a 12 channel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 12 mic channels too. Like none of them fake. Oh yeah, here's 8, 9, 10, 11 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or
yeah, the fucking
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 combo channels. Well, yeah, that would do it because one of the key elements of the board that got my dick hard was you can send 5 separate monitor mixes independent from each other. So mix one, like if we had it for this show, mix one could be Vern's mix here, and he could have his vocals higher than mine without affecting the broadcast, without changing it to you guys out there. I could have the opposite, or maybe I want to hear more of him and less of me, or whatever.
Yeah.
So we could easily do that, and then mix one could just be the vocal out to the PA.
Yeah.
Just vocal. You know what I mean? Like the guitar and the drummers and the bass player don't have to hear each other. They're fucking there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's, it could be doable, dude. I mean, who knows what we could even get with the fucking H2? You know what I mean? Like just going with a good room, just finding a good spot in the room, put that bitch up on the wall, put the fucking just put the camera up, static shot like we do with this.
Yeah.
That's it. And then boom, live stream the show. Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Or if we end up with a couple of cameras by then, I just sit over in the corner with a fucking like laptop or something, and because I mean it would be easy enough for me to fucking swap everything from OBS over to another machine.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can save the palette and all that, and even the studio profile.
Yeah, I can save
that.
all that. Just whip that over, and then I could just sit there and let's switch to this view, switch to that view, and
right,
and then
yeah, Riley, that would be cool as fuck. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to do some cool as fuck shit here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's.
I mean, I don't know of many other YouTube channels that broadcast live local shows.
Well, that was the one venue owner around the corner that I'm trying to get you down to meet. He wants to do that. And I told him, I'm like, look, start small, just a couple of mics, like condenser mics, and he knows tons of studio guys and tons of musicians and so forth and so on that maybe have this gear that they could lend, or shit, dude, we just sit there and start like a little GoFundMe, like, Great Room needs these mics, you know what I mean? Help us get like $200 so we can go get some Audio Technicas or something like that. One static shot cam, like 3 or 4 room mics, depending on the situation, depending on what we find out, because we still have to go walk it and figure it out yet.
Yeah.
Done. The laptop, a mini mixer like this, which I'm sure. I hope you record it in Dolby. What's up, Eric? Eric from Thunderbird Divine, who may actually be in one of these shows that we're talking about, because we want to do a stoner doom metal show. Fucking Age of Truth, these guys, Dreadstar, Mesmeria, a couple of the other ones out there too. Yeah, dude, I'm so buzzed. I'm still buzzed from the job and from this weekend. Like I'm still cloud 99 with this shit right now, dude. Like it's fucking awesome. So yeah, it's going down. So we're trying to find names for the venue. You know, we're trying to think of like venue names or some crap like that, but we'll see. We'll see. It all depends on how creative we feel like doing. I don't even know if I want to have a name, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, because one of the things that helped too is that we pretty much knew everybody that showed up.
Well, you pretty much know everybody that showed
No,
up.
I didn't know everybody that showed up.
Oh,
Eric knew everyone that showed up,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we as
I didn't know anybody who showed. I didn't know anybody who
You knew
showed up.
Keith. You knew Spider Keith.
Well, yeah,
He came through.
he was a late addition.
Yeah. But he was there for Chuggernaut, and he was like, dude, I'm buying a CD. But dude, that's, it's good to see you looking so happy. Thanks, brother. But that right there, the moment that Keith got there, and of course we're talking politics, like him and I always geek on, and the three of us geek on this shit. But then we went downstairs, checked out Chuggernaut, dude. Like, because after Burn and Effigy finished up, and straight the fuck up, man. As soon as he saw him, and he was like, "Yo, that was fucking awesome, dude. They got a CD." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, they got merch. They're on tour right now." Immediately went and bought the CD. And he's a fan now. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't know these guys were showing up. Like, I mean, he may have seen the name on the flyer.
Yeah, we're in PA.
This is Pennsylvania, or duh, we are Pennsylvania. This is Philadelphia, straight fucking cradle of liberty right here.
Yep. First capital of the United States.
Yeah, until they said, "Fuck you, we're building one in D.C."
Well, actually, Philadelphia didn't really help that much.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember reading that story. It was like they were fucking.
Yeah, the Congress was having trouble raising funds to pay the troops from Pennsylvania, and so 400 or 500 Pennsylvania troops got together and fucking surrounded the fucking Congress building.
Oh yeah,
Philly.
Carpenter Hall.
And
yeah.
we're like, yeah, you're gonna pay us, and you're gonna pay us now.
Riley in West Virginia. Real fast, quick political footnote. Paula Jean Swearingen is running against Joe Manchin in the Democratic primary, and her nickname is PJ. So she gets a real life like from me. She's got the same initials. No, West Virginia is actually going to be a crazy battleground state in 2018. In all honesty. But yeah, dude, those are the moments I personally want to do. That's the shit I want. And when I say this about Keith, and when I say this about music fans, it's not a pejorative. But when you guys are civilians, you know, you're citizens, you're civilians. You know, you're not in the game like I was. How he dabbled a little bit in the game. Definitely how Eric's deep in the game now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As the musician. You know, active combatant or retired veteran or whatever you want to say, you know, but to have civilians just sit there and show up at a party and see a band and be like, "That's fucking cool," and buy their shit.
Yeah.
And that's I want more moments like that, man. I want more moments because sadly, what happens? I mean, it depends on what circle you're running through, what scene. Fucking hate that word, but what scene you're fucking in. And genre of music and so forth, you're obviously going to have a difference in crowd sizes and a mix of like civilians versus veterans. Now, unfortunately, what's happening with segments of the rock scenes, I need a shower every time I say that word because I can't stand it. But the unfortunately, what's happened with some of the shows for the rock bands and rock genres and even in metal too, because of how the changing marketplace is and people's tastes in music and so forth and so on. Like rock is just as popular as it was. It's just not. It's not the 90s anymore. Unfortunately, a lot of these shows, it's just a lot of musicians. You know what I mean? Like, and we're all broke ass, starving fucking artists anyway. And it's like I can't afford to go and buy everyone's fucking CD every single night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, so getting the civilians in there because you guys have money. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You guys made better life choices and actually have careers. You know, it's a fabled situation that doesn't happen often. Yeah, I mean, and when it does, dude, it's fucking magic. You know what I mean? So now Chuggernaut, aside from like a basement full of people that were fucking into it, like they definitely got Spider Keith, who's a fan. So these boys roll back down through Philly. He's gonna try and make a point if he can to go say him.
Yeah.
Double real life like.
Quadruple
real life like. Like you can't fucks with that, son.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, like I'm excited, dude. Like Eric and I were up like until 5 o'clock in the morning just talking about this. And partially why I'm kind of beat the fuck up right now. But yeah, just trying to sit there and flesh out new ideas and so forth, and like this is awesome, dude. I mean, I would love to have something like this. And then, of course, if we can incorporate what we do into it and it into what we do. Oh, dude. I'm getting half full right now. I'm getting half a rod right now just thinking about it. I'm filling up. So what's anything interesting for you in the past, even though we saw each other Saturday?
Not particularly.
No.
Just
well, I see you have your eyesight. So you obviously didn't stare into the fucking eclipse.
No. I just waited for good footage online because I wasn't going to see totality anyway. So
Right. Well,
we're not in the right state for that.
I was gonna say it was like it went the best line. It was like it started in like Oregon, Washington, and then scooped down, and then came up like Virginia, and then out or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was just south of us or something. From what I remember seeing the one little chart.
Yeah,
or, you know.
and yeah, apparently the International Space Station photobombed.
Oh, you got it. You got that pic. And
yeah,
Eric,
hold on,
you
man,
should
I'll
call
find
that.
it.
That's what we should call the venue. Half a rod. Half a rod shack. Yeah, but see, that would imply like half a hand job, in a sense. So like we're gonna be working you up, and then all of a sudden no release. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
Here, let me find this.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, picture of the International Space Station photobombing. Yeah, here I'll just go like that.
Full screen. On screen number 1.
On screen number 1. All right.
Have you had a chance to see Discovery yet or no?
Discovery?
The new Star Trek joint?
Oh, it's only on their on-demand service, and
You have to pay for it?
yeah, it's $10 a month. That's kind of silly, if you ask me.
Well, they're trying to do the Netflix thing, but
Yeah, everybody's trying to do the Netflix thing now, not realizing that people aren't going to fucking pay $10 a month
for every fucking thing.
For like 25 different fucking on-demand services.
So, okay, great. Oh, well, here.
Yeah. So
See if you can see that one. Yeah.
here, I'll find the other picture here.
And if you,
Yeah, I don't know if
that's
you
it
can
right
see it.
there.
Yeah, that's the International Space Station.
It's the little thingy down to the bottom right. That speck. That's that's so cool.
Let's see if there's a better picture here.
But that is so fucking cool. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Dude, you see the satellite, the solar panels and everything.
Yeah.
They straight photobomb the fucking eclipse.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
it was
shit.
just a matter of timing because, I mean, they don't really have all that much control over where the space station is at any given time. Because, I mean, it is flying at 17,153 miles an hour.
Falling at 17,000 miles. It's technically falling, but it falls
Well, yeah,
so
but
fast that it falls in an orbit.
Yeah, so
It's fucking crazy, dude.
it's falling so fast that it's actually flying.
Explain that, Flat Earth.
Yeah, it's
Explain this. How do you explain this?
yeah.
What was the one theory that someone tried to bullshit you with that you were telling me before the show?
Oh yeah, the one dude who's it's not actually the moon between the sun and the Earth.
It's not actually.
It's a planet that goes in between the Earth and the sun. It's like, you fucking idiot. Like,
Well, let me guess.
These
What's the name?
fucking
What's the
people.
name of that planet? Nibiru. That garbage.
I have no idea, but those people are fucking ridiculous. I can't figure out who's worse, flat earthers or chemtrailers.
Or Trump supporters.
No, I think chemtrailers and flat earthers even beat Trump supporters.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I've been involved in that conversation for a year, and these
On both si-
people
well, and
still don't get it. Like, I've gone through and explained like atmospheric science shit to them, and like
Fluid dynamics.
yeah, and like how fucking weather works, and how fucking the different layers of the stratosphere. You know, or
But
the different layers of the atmosphere. There's the stratosphere and the fucking troposphere and blah blah, and they fucking still don't understand. Like, I had this one person from Florida say, "Oh, well, it can't. The trails can't be because the jet engines are hitting cold air. I'm in Florida. Air temperature at the ground does not in any way reflect at the air temperature at fucking 25,000+ feet.
Dude, it's such like I don't know how to describe it. Like do
And then
they
they get frustrated and then go, "Oh, yeah, how much are they paying you?"
you paid shill. You're a shill.
It's just like, crap.
Yeah.
Going to Krusty Bravlas, whatever the fuck his last name is, Krusty the Clown.
Bro, was it Broflovsky?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Dude,
Goddamn chemtrailers. Oh, shit. Goddamn morons. I can't believe this shit.
But it's like, even if this was true, okay, even if this was true, and there's such a vast conspiracy, left wing, right wing, they're all in it, like, all that shit.
Hundreds of thousands of people are involved.
Dude,
Like,
at least a million people involved.
Yeah.
At least 1 million people involved. All these people. First off, they're okay. For one, you mean to tell me in the law of averages, ain't no dude who's a janitor who happens to be in on this shit is not going to sit there.
fucking Eric.
You sound like one of those.
You sound like one of them science using liberals. Sorry, that's just the voice that popped into my head when I read that.
But it's just like you mean it's same thing what they say about Area 51, that a dude who is at a bar kicking shit to a girl that he's trying to take home and bang ain't gonna be, hey yo, you wanna go see something cool? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a dude ain't gonna pull that card to get some pussy.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking lying to yourself. Like if you knew some real deal shit, like, I mean, I know it's a movie, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's like, hey babe, wanna come see my spaceship? You know what I mean? Like, and she went with the motherfucker because he had a spaceship.
Yeah.
You know, like, again, if like, yo, you want to go see some aliens? Yo, for real, you want to go talk to Nibnork? You know what I mean? Like, yo, the guy, this dude's cool as shit. He got all the answers. Like, are you serious? Like, that would never happen. Out of 1 million people, that would never happen.
Yeah.
It's fucking. And then here's the other thing, and it's the more macro. What are you gonna do about it? What exactly are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Seriously, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? No one fucking went after the Hamptons in 2008. Nobody fucking stormed the gates when it came out that Gulf of Tonkin was bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, not even a false flag attack. They just lied about an attack. They shot into the fucking water and said, "Oh, yeah, it was patrol boats." Okay, like no one rose the fuck up and fucking take to the streets. You know what happened with the Occupy Wall Street 2012, which actually did have the balls to go to Wall Street and say, "Fuck you. I'm not leaving until you fucking answer for your bullshit." Everyone was like, "Oh, fucking dirty hippie liberal kids. Fuck them. Blah blah blah. Good. They deserve to get their fucking blah, 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 blah." You status quo alt-centrist faggots. I'm in hype mode too, dude. Because just from the political shit over the past week,
Feeling hyphy.
piped up, dude. But it's just like, what the fuck are you gonna do? I mean. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. But again, like I don't. You're not gonna do nothing. You're gonna go on Facebook and then you're gonna start sitting there. Wait, what did that idiot say?
What?
Jill Stein. Hang on, I'm sorry, I got distracted by that tweet.
Where was it?
Down below the idiot with the white supremacist DNA test.
Where'd it go?
Oh, there it is. Anyone using the term "I want you to believe people who support." Oh, well, yeah, okay. That's an obvious no shit Sherlock. But more or less the big thing is what are you, again, like I said, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything about it. You're not going to storm the gates. You're not going to go after this. You're not doing shit. You're just going to sit there and go after a guy who took the time to research and educate himself on these fucking topics.
Yeah.
And what centuries of fucking science. Fluid dynamics has been around for like what, the 1600s or something like that, maybe even earlier than that.
It's been around for a long.
Right. Okay, something that's been around for several hundred years, and the scientific method and all these other things that science researches and constantly tries to disprove so as to reinforce the findings. Okay, because that's what the scientific method is. You know what I mean? Like, I do an experiment, I get the results. I give him the experiment and say, now go recreate the results that I got. And then he's going to purposely try, not purposely, but through the process, try and recreate the results, and then also try and disprove it, you know, to make it, to see if it stands up. You know what I mean? No, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, because you read something on freethoughtproject.bitch. You know, like
I watched this video on YouTube made by this guy named Bill 476, and like it's
dude, it's exactly it.
yeah, it's like, dude, okay, so you watched a video made by some fucking idiot who doesn't know shit. Who doesn't understand. I saw this plane fly over, and it wasn't leaving any trails in the sky, and then it was suddenly leaving trails. That's where they turned on. No, that's where it hit cold air, you dumb fuck. It didn't fucking turn on shit. Like,
yeah, it's
warm air and cold air interact with each other like the ocean and the air does.
But it just pisses me off, dude, because it's like, yeah, science is true even if you don't believe in it. Yeah, because you know what? No matter what, the Earth is still going to rotate around the fucking sun at the pace of 365 Earth days a year at 24 hours a day with a rotation on a fucking tilt axis, and to us, the sun's always going to come in the east and settle in the west, at least as far as our position geographically with the globe and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the moon is always around us and then gets bright because the sun goes down. You know what I mean? Like it. No matter if even if you believe in flat Earth, and even if you fucking jerk yourself off over that shit in your little Reddit groups, doesn't change what the fuck is reality.
Yeah.
That's reality. Deal with it. I mean, like, why do people have to go that way? Like, what in your opinion is the allure of this conspiracy shit? Like,
well, with the flat earthers.
Oh, here comes the rain.
I think it's a case. There's
real fast. We had a tornado warning, and we were like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, but there's definitely a case of Poe's law involved here, and Poe's law is when satire reaches a certain level where you can't tell whether it's serious or not. Like, it's like satire so perfectly executed that you can't tell whether it's serious or making fun, and so. I think some of these flat earthers are just trolls. They're just going out there and saying that shit just to fucking get people all hype and piss people off.
Okay.
But there are a number of those people who actually believe it. This one dude, I fucking started, like, I said one thing to him, one sentence, and I said, "Oh, Jesus, don't tell me you're a flat earther."
Oh, boy.
He lost his shit.
Triggered.
Oh my God, like triggered. Beyond triggered. This dude absolutely lost his shit. He was like, "Come at me, bro. Dude, I'll own you, dude." Blah, blah. And it's like, dude, like, I totally fucking went like super fucking like deep dip into my knowledge. And I was like, dude, look, I can already tell by how defensive you are that you're not entirely certain that flat Earth is true, but you're so invested in it, you've spent so much time reading it, that you're no longer willing to consider any other option. Because then if you learn that it's not true, then you realize, fuck, I've wasted all this time learning about this shit, and I've made an ass of myself to people I know.
It's ego. So yeah, it really comes down to ego.
So that maintaining the narrative is more important to you than knowing the truth. And that's why, and I said, that's why I'm not going to even bother trying to post any proof, because I can already tell that you're not interested in my proof. No matter what I post, you're going to deny it. And I even said, eventually I relented and I fucking decided, all right, I'm going to post something. So I posted a live feed. Every time the International Space Station is on the bright side of the Earth, there's a camera feed live on the internet. And the reason they turn it off when they get to the dark side of the Earth is because it's set for such a high contrast, the brightness, that you wouldn't see anything.
Right.
And so they just fuck it, we'll turn it off for the fucking half hour.
But see, they do that because they don't want to show that it's fair.
But I posted this and I was like,
oh God, I can't. My God, I can't believe the response I gave it.
I was like, I even predicted. I was like, because I had figured out that he probably wasn't reading my entire responses before responding. And so I fucking was like, but you're probably just going to say it's CGI or it's or something like that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
fucking the first thing he said is, "Oh, dude, that's fucking CGI." And I was just like, dude, apparently you didn't even read my fucking
Flat
comment.
Earth bingo.
Because I totally predicted what you were going to say.
Flat Earth bingo.
And then he was like, "Oh, now you're a seer. Oh, look, you're fucking so amazing." I was just like, dude, you're a fucking stereotypical flat earther. Like, I can read you like a book because I've dealt with enough of you people. Like, and eventually he just was like, "Well, dude, I'm not even gonna bother responding to you because you're so fucking out there, fucking insane." And
Of course,
like,
of
dude,
course,
I'm the fucking insane one. I'm the one who's, and I'm talking to him rationally and calmly the whole time, and he's fucking losing his shit using caps lock, calling me a fucking asshole, an idiot, and fucking crazy,
dude.
And it's like, dude, I didn't fucking lob one insult.
show you-
at
can I
other
show
than
you-
calling you fucking moron because you're acting like.
Can
a
I show you
fucking
how
moron.
he? Can I show you what he probably looked like? Can I show you what he probably looked like? Okay, so he's just chilling. He's he's on the internet. He's doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, beep, beep, I guess that note clicks on it. Read. Oh, what the?
Dude, I have the perfect fucking GIF to demonstrate what this guy was like.
You're a fucking shoe. Jesus Christ, dude.
Here, you're
Jesus
gonna love
Christ.
this. You're gonna love this. This is the perfect fucking GIF to demonstrate this guy. Hold on, where is it?
But it's like Riley said too in the chat. It's almost cult like in nature. Yeah, it's totally cult like. Oh yeah, here we go. Is this him? Oh yeah, this is a classic.
Here, hold on. I'll
Bring it on over. But yeah, this is the guy responding to you. Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy responding to. You're a shill. You're a flat earth. So it's CGI. They were trying to keep it in. They're lying to us, man. You're lying. You're a shill. You're a shill. Flat Earth is real.
I love that fucking GIF.
Open your mind, man. Why don't you do your research? Why don't you research and read about? I can't. I'm sick and. That's the one thing I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing from people, even on the political. Even in the political discussion stuff, that whole horse shit. I don't think you could put that chick on the screen, can you? She look naked. But just that whole, you got to read and research it, man.
And
Okay. Okay. I get it now.
and this one.
And this is what you want to do to him, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just let her go. Yeah.
Fuck you.
With a tooth. the use the, oh, that's awesome. The tooth is the U. But yeah, dude, it's dudes, there are senators who think a woman can keep from getting pregnant by just deciding they don't want to be pregnant. These are yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
There
how
should be a fucking intelligence test to run for fucking office.
and then even too, yeah, like, and then Riley also just mentioned in the chat here how they went after NGT. You know what I mean? How they went after DeGrasse Tyson over that shit. It's like, okay.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is a demon. He's a demon. We need to exorcise the demon.
Right, because he sat there, and when he went to visit Carl Sagan as a kid, Carl Sagan indoctrinated him into lying about flat Earth. And to keep the fucking and to keep the ruse of round Earth going, like
Yeah, big globe, fucking douche, fucking.
it's that ego.
bags.
It's the ego, dude. They like you said, they can't admit. Oh, gee, maybe you know what?
They can't face. They're so invested in the fucking bullshit that they
Right.
have to maintain their narrative because it's too much of a cost to them to admit that they're right. Like,
or admit they're wrong.
well, that they're wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and like I can kind of understand where they're coming from. Like, one of the things I find funny is when people call me a shell. It's like, dude, I used to be a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, we went over on the show before. This is the source for Alex Jones concerning the London bombings on 7/7/2005. or 6?
I think it was 2005. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like I used to be a conspiracy theorist. I've even mentioned this in conversations, and people still they just like gloss right over it. No, he didn't.
We got to make that video, dude.
We got post that comment. He didn't post that comment because if I accept that he used to be a conspiracy theorist, then that just ruins my argument that he's a shill. So
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Apparently, I guess they're just not smart enough to figure it out. Like, if I were in their position, I'd be like, "Oh, you're a sellout. You sold out." But nobody's ever done that because I guess they're just not smart enough to think of that.
Well, no, because then, like you said, because then you could easily turn around and just hit him with the, "Oh yeah, I'm a sellout. Where's my check?"
It's like, dude,
where's
I'm
my
fucking
check?
broke.
Yeah, so am I. Like, I found out I went into overdraft today. Reality show president. Yep. Trump's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, it's like The Apprentice. Like, I mean, he's fired how many people now? You're fired.
Oh yeah.
You are fired.
But well, the one actually, we'll get into it on. But the one I'm so excited about, fucking Piggy Boy is gone. Fucking Steve Bannon is gone. But I'm actually more worried that he's not in the White House. Well, fuck it. I'll just explain why.
Yeah, because now he's in charge of Breitbart again.
Yeah, well, yeah. So real fast, Riley. Yeah, Alex Jones fan rehabilitated. I mean, if you want to say rehabilitated, but
self rehabilitated.
Right. So, but the thing is we went over this on so many episodes. I got to make the fucking video, dude. I got to make the video, or we need to sit down and just do a pre-production, post-production one, not a live shot. But my man right here, when you search Google, London bombing has scent of an inside job. Play at home. You can all play at home right now. Everyone play at home right now. Go into Google and search London bombing had the scent of an inside job. And we're going to play at home right now too. Okay? And you're going to see the first thing that pops the fuck up, straight the fuck up, is prisonplanet.com. That's fucking Alex Jones. That's his website. Prison Planet. Yeah, so there it is. And look, it's still saved from when we fucking viewed it the last time. Okay? You might have to zoom in on him for it. So here we go. Here's the Google search. Okay? Top of the page. What does it say? London bombing has the scent of an inside job. London bombing has the scent of an inside job. Prisonplanet.com. Okay? You click on it. And you even see right there in the metadata, it said the Ranter blog. Right at the very top. Yep. Underneath the header.
And here. Just do prove connection here.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Ranter.
Yeah, and here's proof because I've had this account probably since then. The Ranter.
Yeah, because I've known you went over that shit for you've gone by that for years now. Okay, and I'm not gonna sit here and because I'm his friend and maybe I have a stake, but I'm not gonna bullshit you people with this. This happened. Okay. I want to try and dig through all his old videos from that time. I want to see how much of your shit on here, it's hard. I mean, I haven't read through it.
I'm surprised he hasn't fucking. I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking just read this verbatim.
That's what I wanted to find out. I wanted to find out if
the Israeli embassy in London was notified by because I could just see him just fucking printing it out and reading it and just,
my sources told me. Now my sources, trusted sources, they knew that there was early warning to the Israeli embassy because the Zionists are trying to create this havoc so they can come in and put gay chromosomes in the juice box.
They're turning the damn frogs gay. That fucking shit.
The frogs are gay.
Fucking Alex Jones, that guy. Oh man.
It's like Eric's comment is interesting. It's like dealing with a race. It's getting back to the flat earth and trying to like convince people like, dude, it's not real. Like, here's the facts. Here's the evidence. Like, and he basically said, it's like dealing with a racist. You can scientifically show that everyone is basically made of the same stuff, and we are a million times, but they'll still swear that different races are different species. And you can thank the cocksuckers that came up with the bell curve for that. There's still there. And this is what, the Bannon thing and the Alex Jones thing and the internet, this is kind of tying my rant here a little bit together, even though he's the ranter. But yeah, folks, I mean, this is the dude. That's real fast. This was the dude's website. Okay, they don't have the images up because they don't use those images anymore. Like, you can do this at home. You can look for yourself. Okay, Now, the original blog post on MySpace is not going to be there because MySpace did away with the blog function on everyone's profile.
Yeah.
He still has a profile on MySpace. I don't know when the last time he logged in.
Yeah, but if you hover over the link, you can even see it's links to blog.myspace.com/theranter.
Right.
So
now hover over one of these broken link graphics real fast and see if it tells us anything. Was it
Infowars.com/ or Infowars.net/front.html.
Okay, is it safe for the whole thing? Okay, this I want to demonstrate because they've obviously changed their website over the years. This is 2005. Okay,
yeah.
they've changed.
This is left over from old Prison Planet.
Right, so they've obviously changed their website over the years. So the graphics and the paths are going to be different based upon their layouts.
Yeah.
Okay, and their web designing for both InfoWars and Prison Planet, which was now been taken over by one of his proteges, that Paul Joseph Watson douche.
Yeah.
That
guy's
fucking smarmy cunt. Yeah. So yeah, so this isn't. We're not making this up. This is fucking there. Now go back to the Google search results real quick. Yeah, just tab back real fast, and you're gonna see how far this fucking shit spread. Like, and what the story goes, you were sitting there in your room watching TV and on a computer, like most of us normally do, and shit like that, right? And then all of a sudden, breaking beep 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 beep, breaking news. Bombs have gone off in London today. And that's when he just started, oh, no shit. Started typing. Started fucking typing. Look, London bombing, sent him an inside job. It's the same shit, just copied on Come Don. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I have no idea. Above top secret.
Holy shit. The 7/7 London bombings brilliantly exposed as an inside.
Yeah.
Dude, are you credited? Are you credited?
Oh, no. This is
somebody else.
Somebody else. I guess somebody read my thing. And
okay, so someone read your shit. Oh, I wish we had time to fucking watch this video. I really wish we had time to watch this video. Oh, my God, dude. Because can you imagine if that guy just started regurgitating?
Because mine was posted on InfoWars on the 8th. I posted it the day of the London bombings on 7/7.
Right.
All
right, that was the London Bridge. Inside job. Proof. I have proof. Proof. It's... Jesus Christ. Look what you fucking did, asshole. It's all your fucking fault. So why...
Let's add quotes, because then that'll bring up...
Just your title. Yeah.
So.
Island Mix. Come Don Chicosalodi or whatever.
Apparently, it's been taken down from a lot of places, but there was a lot of
Truther.org. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there was a lot of websites that had reposted that at one point.
Well, probably fair enough is that the websites, like the server and the websites and all that shit are done because they run out of money or they don't have enough to keep their shit running. So Google, when they go through and clean up the fucking analytics, they just, take it out the search, take it out the search. Oh my God. I mean, look at all this.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
Yeah. Back to the flat Earth thing.
Oh, yeah.
I actually want to try and make a video to prove that the Earth isn't flat. I figured out the exact way to do it, too. All right. So I found out the curvature of the Earth is a drop. It's 8 inches of drop for every mile. If like the whole Earth was a smooth surface, it would be 8 inches of drop for every mile.
Right.
So if I found a 2-mile runway, it was perfectly flat, perfectly straight, what I would do is I would set up, I would get one of those really powerful laser pointers, like one of those, expensive ones. Mount that an inch above the ground, and then go along, and every 100 feet have a bubble level. Put it on the ground. Constant camera shot. So then I could show, look, ground's level, and as I go, that laser would be higher and higher off the ground. And then at the other end of the 2-mile runway, that dot would be 17 inches off the ground.
Okay. Now
you can't fake a laser. If I show that the laser is perfectly level and it's a solid camera shot the whole time, and I was thinking, oh, somebody could have messed with the laser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have somebody, standing there and have another shot
of that person
of that
at
person
laser.
just watching the laser. And just have them doing stupid, whatever, juggling, doing something stupid the whole time, so that they can't be like, oh, that's just a static image, or oh, that's just a looped image, because then it's like,
Oh, that, yeah.
and like maybe even have like walkie-talkies and be like, all right, I want you to break the beam now, so they just put their hand in front of the laser beam so that on both cameras, you see
the cut.
The guy
yeah.
put his hand in front of the laser, and then the laser disappears, and he lifts it up and comes back.
So after 2 miles, it's going to be 17 inches in the air.
Yeah, it's going to be 17 inches off the ground because of the curvature of the Earth. And I'll be going along every 100 feet for 2 miles. That's a lot of points in between those. And I show every single time, hey, look, the bubble level. The bubble's in the exact middle. I just showed you. I just went through every 100 feet for 2 miles and showed you. Because that's fucking 10,540 feet.
What is the
2 miles is 10,540 feet, or 560 feet. So, every 100 feet, that's gonna be a lot of stops.
You with your devil's laser. Lasers were invented by the Jews to fool away people out of their jobs and give them. Eric, that's fucking great bait, mate. I rated an 8.
Oh man,
it's fucking hilarious. But it's
yeah. I like how Riley. I like Riley even more. She's smart enough to know about Eratus, however you pronounce his name, Eratosines. I think that's
like experiment with modern equipment.
Yeah. And show these people, look, and there's even a place I could do it that's 5.5 miles, but
Salt Flats.
No, Volkswagen's private test track.
Oh, okay.
They have a straight that's 5.5 miles long. It's perfectly level the whole way, but you can't see the other end from. If you're standing at one end, you can't see the other end because of the curvature of the Earth.
Well, no, see what they're doing is really, and you failed. You got nothing, dude. You just got nothing.
I just want to make the definitive.
Go argue
flat Earth.
Go argue fucking sports. Stay away from science. Argue sports. Fucking just get into a fucking flame war over why the fuck the Celtics traded away them 3 dudes for fucking Kyrie Irving. Irving or whatever. You know what I mean? Just fucking ran on that shit. You know what I mean? Stay away from shit you don't fucking know. Crap.
Crap.
So where this kind of ties in a little bit with no, dude, it's you don't have to hashtag just kidding. We know you're kidding. It's cool.
We know.
Dude, it's cool. We know.
Hey, we know you're breaking balls.
We know, dude. It's fucking hilarious. Honestly, that was a great line of the day so far. To borrow something from Opie and Anthony, but I don't know who I want to start with. I guess we'll start with Bannon. But Sam Cedar from the Majority Report, which is a great podcast, live show that I try to watch as often as I can, and him and Mike Brooks on the show were actually going over some very interesting theories as to why Bannon left. Okay, he was going to leave. He wasn't actually, and even then, he wasn't fired. He left. He resigned. And the thing was, they were going to give him a quiet little. Oh, he's just going to slip out through the back door around Labor Day. But then Charlottesville happened, and they said, no, no, they had to do something because it didn't help that. Our president went up there and kofified all kinds of bullshit out of his mouth in favor of the fucking neo-Nazis. So they had to, they had to bring that. They had to bring a head. They had to bring something up. Oh shit!
I could totally see this being Trump's reaction to him quitting, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Would you just play it? You don't have to bring it up. Yeah, just play it.
Yeah, if anybody's ever seen the movie Waiting.
If you do come back, this job won't be here for you.
I hope you're right.
I am right. You're fired.
Why? I mean, I already quit, so.
No, you're fired. I write the book, okay?
That's Trump.
You walked in. You're fired.
All right, man. Thanks for being so mature about this.
I could totally see Trump being like that too. No, you can't quit. No, you're fired. because Trump's the only people who don't realize Trump is a big baby is Trump supporters at this point.
Exactly. I mean, talk about
He's
the
a
most
big man child.
The most. Oh my God, I'm so aggrieved with the $100 million I got from my dad. You know what I mean?
For Christ's sake,
I'm so aggrieved from the
dude
3
claimed-
models I ran through.
The dude claimed to own his son's winery.
That too. Yeah, I got
It's like-
a winery. Good winery down there.
I own one of the best wineries in the United States. One of the biggest wineries in the United States.
Think Napa Valley
in
would have.
Charlottesville.
Think Napa Valley would have something to say
And
about
it's
that.
like, Trump, your son owning something doesn't mean you own it, you dumb fucker.
It's talk about ego. So here's what Sam Cedar was and other left commentators, progressive commentators have commented.
Wouldn't surprise me there, Riley.
Oh, what? I think Bannon and David Duke arranged those. No, well, you could say to address Riley's thing. She said, I think Bannon and David Duke arranged those white supremacist marches. You could say Bannon may have had an indirect hand because he didn't actively organize the march. However, when he gets out there and says Breitbart is the platform of the alt-right, and when David Duke sees the alt-right as his minor league fucking KKK team. Okay.
Well, the funny thing about David Duke is like
how much plastic
K-
surgery has that fucker
the
had?
K-
Jesus Christ.
The KKK kicked that dude out at one point.
And he had to go start.
And
I'm going to start my own KKK. The
No,
Knights of
no,
the Ku
now-
Klux Klan with hookers and blackjack.
Now he's slipped his way back in because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
So both sides there, the KKK and David Duke, were like, "Whoa, we have a real opportunity here."
Vern is still a conspiracy theorist. He never let it go. He just switched teams. But here's what they were saying.
Anytime you theorize about multiple people gathering together, technically, yeah, it's a conspiracy.
That is technically a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Is when
it's like the movie Conspiracy with I think it was called Conspiracy with what's his name? The guy who played Mad Max.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, yeah. The funny thing about the movie is people were always like, "Oh, that like the." Like, cause people used to use that as like, oh, well, yeah, you're just like Mel Gibson in that movie Conspiracy. It's like, but in the end of that movie, Mel Gibson was right.
Right. Well, that's the
funny part about
but that's what they want though. That's the fucking fantasy of it all though. That's what they want. You know what I mean? So real fast is that like, so here's what and again, I'm not taking credit for this. Okay, this is Sam Cedar's words, and him and Michael Brooks, who's his co-host on the Majority Report. So Bannon inside the White House was pretty much neutered. Okay. Like he and this is what a lot of these assholes are finding out, that, you know what, when you do the public system, it's way different than the private system. In the private system, you can be as autocratic as you fucking want. It's yours. You own it. You don't own the government. You don't own the public system.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a process. All right. That's what politics is: negotiation, deal making, and compromise. So with that being said, is that, he can't do as much damage on the inside as he could on the outside. Yeah. Now, the one Breitbart editor sat there and threw a tweet up that said #war. Okay. They're not going after a Faraday cage. They're not going after Trump. They don't see this removal of him quitting / fired or whatever. You can't quit, you're fired. This is not, when they say war, they're not blaming Trump, okay? They're going to work on the outside with Bannon at Breitbart, because as soon as he was gone that Friday, he met with Bob Mercer, okay? Bob Mercer's the guy that has sunk millions of dollars into fucking Breitbart. He's also the guy that owns Cambridge Analytica, that does all that weird ass fucking data mining shit, political data mining and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay. He also he gave the Trump campaign $15 million, fresh new cash in June of 2016 when the Ted Cruz campaign folded, and then they took Bannon and Kellyanne Conway, who was working for Cruz, and had no problem motherfucking Trump all over television. They then went to the Trump campaign because he was the nominee. Okay?
Yeah.
So it just kind of goes to show you how these fucking people operate. So they have their fucking meeting. they're devising this, and here's what you're gonna have to watch. Okay, I don't want to. I hate fucking having to look at Breitbart, but I could at least go to the Facebook page and at least look at the headlines. Okay, because I know I won't have to read it. Because they give enough away with their intent with the headline.
Yeah.
If they get in there and Bannon comes out this week or Breitbart and they say Trump is a drunk racist piece of shit, he's awful, get him out, blah blah. Okay, then it was a war against Trump, and it was a fuck you against a fuck you for getting rid of him or letting him go or whatever.
Yeah.
If they start coming out with stories saying that are attacking the people around Trump, like, oh, Trump can't get this done because of these fucking global Zionist Jews that he has around him and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, if they attack everyone around Trump and try to almost, then you know this. And the thing is like,
yeah, we can't make Trump look good by himself, so we have to make the people around him look worse.
Worse, exactly. And I'm like Sam put both of them out there. I'm leaning on the second one, not because I want the evil to be there, as in some like the flat earthers. I want the bullshit to be real. But when he says things like, "Oh, I'm not going to let this movement that we build go to waste," you know what I mean? Like it's when he said some really, really. I mean, he's always said scary fucking shit anyway. You know, the guy's, you know, and this is you got to understand. He is the epitome of the aggrieved white boy, okay? Born in Beverly Hills, okay?
Yeah.
You know, he's had this kick against the fucking upper class, which he came from. He's not some poor white boy.
Yeah.
He came from fucking money.
She's an angry rich kid.
He's an angry rich kid who's angry at the other rich kids because they thought he was a fucking dweeb and didn't invite them to the cool
You're a
kid.
fucking nerd. You're not coming to our party.
Exactly. And now he's been on a revenge kick ever fucking since.
Well, I'm gonna start my own newspaper and
Dude, he's been on a revenge kick ever fucking since. His whole I want to destroy the establishment and the administrative. Yeah, why? Because they never let you in. That's why. You're jealous of the club. That's why you want to destroy it. That's why you want to get rid of it. And the thing is again, this shit with Bannon going back to Breitbart.
Bannon's just cranky because he's running. As
Yeah,
we speak.
I would be too. I mean, him going back to Breitbart.
He's a zombie who won't accept what he is.
Yeah.
No, I'm still alive. I swear. Oh shit! My arm fell off. Hold on.
But he's going back to Breitbart. He's going to hook back up
Breitfart.
Retard Bart.
That's what we're gonna call it from now.
Retard Bart.
Breitfart.
Okay. So Breitfart. Okay. He fucking hooks back up with Rob Mercer. They get Bobby Mercer. They have their fucking meeting or whatever. All right. Another little thing at Sam brought into play was, look, you familiar with Sinclair Broadcasting, the gift the fucking FCC gave them? Basically, this is a TV network or broadcasting system called Sinclair.
I've heard of
They're to the fucking right of Fox News. Okay, like their TV anchors sit there and will say the evil Democrats. Supposed to be an unbiased, non-biased news report. They'll say those liberal Democrats, those evil Democrats, democrats.
Those damn cat-burning fascist fucking left-winger. That's what I love. The fucking people are trying to call left-wing fascists. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's hilarious too. But they're to the right of that shit, and now they're this. See, the thing is, when people
they're so far right wing that even right wingers are like, "Damn, dude,
yeah, bro,
you guys gotta like take it down, fucking like couple notches."
And the thing is that with a lot of with this Sinclair Broadcasting, they're going to be in because the FCC laxed the cap on UHF ownership. Especially what's dangerous about it is that, see, UHF has always been local channels, okay, with the terrestrial, but that's not the case anymore because everyone's on cable.
Yeah.
So even then, the power of the station, and just because you call it UHF, means nothing now. You're going through fiber optic and you're going through cable.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like the old Weird Al Yankovic fucking movie. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
So the thing is like they're going to try and find a way to get because Breitbart already did the internet / newspapers, right? They're doing radio. They have a fucking channel on Sirius XM radio, okay, and they have their own internet shit going on, your own internet stream. They're going to get into TV. They're going to move into TV. You're going to probably see again a speculation thing from Sam Cedar, and it's not throwing Sam under the bus, but you're going to be looking at some type of Breitbart and Sinclair Broadcasting fucking collaboration, and that is fucking scary, dude. I'm sorry, but that is fucking scary because this dude is unhinged. He is absolutely unhinged.
Yeah. Well, a lot of those fucking people in that fucking whole fucking alt-right bullshit are fucking unhinged. I mean, look at that fucking Chris Cantwell dude that was in that Vice documentary.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking heard there was a warrant for him, and he's like fucking crying and fucking, I'm afraid people are gonna kill me. I can't leave my hotel room, and I'm afraid to go to the police station because I'm afraid the cops are gonna kill me if the state police want to contact me. And dumbass actually gave his cell phone number out. On the fucking radio. But if the police want to contact me and make state police want to contact me and make an arrangement, I'll let you guys come pick me up, or I'll meet you somewhere and you can arrest me. And it's like, dude, you were just talking all this shit about how you would fucking kill these fucking people if we have to, and fucking
and applauding
I'm
the death
working
of
on
the war.
making myself more capable of violence. It's like, dude, you're talking a big game fucking on Vice and at the fucking rally, and then fucking you find out fucking people are like, dude, fuck this dude. Like, and fucking police are like, yeah, we're gonna fucking arrest this guy because he's fucking. Well, I don't even know what they were trying to arrest him for. Actually,
And inciting of maybe there wasn't a warrant out for his arrest, and he's just trying to play some fucking victim card shit.
I think they are. I think they did like sign a fucking thing saying he's wanted
For inciting a riot.
It might be hate speech.
Is there really or terroristic threats?
Well,
More likely terroristic threats, because if you sit there and say I want to kill people,
the Supreme Court ruled that free speech, incitement is not free speech.
Oh wait, hang on. Breitbart, if they get a TV network, what would the game shows be on there? Tic Tac Kill Jews, Wheel of White Power, Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Oh shit. Win, lose, or libtard.
Yeah.
Eric's, we gotta just make him a co-host, dude. We might also just bring him on the show.
Fucking.
But so I'm sorry, because the hate, you're saying hate speech, but like,
well, yeah, incitement is not considered free speech.
right? Of course not.
It's
the fire in a theater.
yeah, it's like you can't fucking just stand up in a theater and yell fire. You can't fucking.
And if I sit there and if I
go stand there and
if I call
encourage people to be violent,
and if I call you up on the phone, or if I'm in your face, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Next time I see you, ass, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna cut your fucking head off. I'll cut your kid's head off. I'll fuck blah blah. That isn't that not terroristic threats of violence?
Yeah.
Like,
but
you can
what
arrest
he
him
was
for that.
doing is he was standing around and encouraging people to be violent, and that's even worse than just threatening somebody, because you're trying to convince a whole group of people to be violent against other people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I didn't see his segment in there. I only read like transcripts about it and stuff like that on Vice. But like it's fucking whack, dude.
Well, one thing that he did help do that was actually a good thing. State of Illinois, I think it might have been the governor, or maybe even the state legislature, fucking wrote this thing. It was like a recommendation to all police departments in the state of Illinois to recognize neo-Nazis as terrorist organizations.
Why not?
Yeah.
But how the
The Blues Brothers would be proud because they hate Illinois Nazis.
Oh yeah. But the why aren't they? Why is the Klan?
I mean, yeah, the fucking Klan has fucking been killing people for 150 fucking years. And here's a crazy statistic for you. In the last decade, out of all extremist killings by extremists.
So we're talking the Muslims. We're talking the white power assholes. We're talking maybe even left
extremists of any
communists
kind.
or
Lefts,
something.
right, communists, fascist, fucking white power, black power, whatever, Muslims. What percentage do you think of extreme killings done by extremists in the last 10 years was done by the right wing?
Percentage?
Yeah.
I'm going high 90s.
It's lower than that, but it's 74%. 74% of killings done by extremists in the last 10 years was done by right-wing extremists.
Dylan Roof, this Fields kid.
Do you know how many were left-wing?
It's sub 5%.
2%.
2%.
Everything else is covered by literally every other extremist. So, all right. So 74%, 2%, that's 76%. That means 24%. All the other extremist
Events.
all the other killings done by extremists.
In America, basically.
That includes like Black Panthers killing somebody. That includes Muslims or terrorists or fucking like. By far, the right wing
is much
is
more bloody.
The most violent group in the country.
In this country, yeah.
And they sit there and fucking try and make it out like, oh, the left wing is so violent. It's like, dude, when was the last time a fucking left winger took a fucking 4,300 pound fucking Dodge Challenger and fucking used it to kill one person and injure 20?
Well,
actually kill 3 people and injure 20.
Right. It's there was the other event this year, the Scalise shooting. Anyone die from that?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Maybe everyone. I think everyone just got away wounded, which is, you don't want that to happen either. And then the gunman was shot. But that would be some guy who was like going after right wingers. You know what I mean? Like, they tend to be more educated. Oh, the thing is, we're brought up to a bore about. Yeah, well, that's not a fucking coincidence. Makes you wonder, dude. Makes you fucking wonder. And the thing is like, I'm sick and tired of seeing this fucking meme going around out there where they're going to sit there and equate Black Lives Matter and Antifa. First off, Antifa is not a movement. Antifa is just...
It's a political philosophy.
It's a political stance, okay? Black bloc protesters, that's that's the group. They're doing anarchists.
Yeah, they're doing a real hard job of linking Antifa and the Black Bloc anarchists. Look, any right-wingers who might see this, okay, Black Bloc anarchists aren't left, aren't right. They're not Democrat, they're not Republican. Anarchy. They are anti-government. They're going to go out, and they've been doing this since the fucking 90s at least.
G20 Seattle, bro.
They see,
or WTO.
Oh, there's a political thing happening. That's our chance to go there and fuck shit up. That's what they do. They go out and they fuck shit up because they're anarchists and they just want to fuck shit up because they fucking hate the corporations. They hate the fucking government. That's why they fucking go and they fucking smash store windows and shit. It's not liberals doing that. It's anarchists going, hey, this is a fucking corporate fucking horror store. We're going to fucking smash the window. We're going to fucking go in there and steal shit.
Right. And again, but like you said, just trying to, they just try and conveniently put it all together so they have all this convenient little straw man that they can go, yeah. That's all it is. It's just
scapegoating. That's what they're doing.
It's just, I think it's worse than that because it's like, scapegoating would be like if they did it, Like if they were the ones out smashing the
no,
windows.
they're taking what the black anarchists are doing, and they're scapegoating that on anyone who's anti-fascist.
Okay, I would call it hanging an albatross. You know what I mean? Like, what
Well,
about
yeah.
your guys? What about your? You know, I'm just dropping these heavy ass necklaces around your neck. What about your guys? What about this guy?
They're trying to blur the lines between liberal and anarchist.
Right.
And it's bullshit because, like, it doesn't matter who is the president. It doesn't matter, what party is in power. These guys, these black anarchists, are going to go out there and they're going to do that shit no matter what. Like, they did it during Obama. They did it during Bush.
Clinton.
They did it during Clinton. They did it during the Bush before that, too, I believe. They've been out there for years fucking
shit up.
Hey, there's a political protest going down in the city, so we're going to go down in that general area and we're going to fuck shit up. And and fucking people always try and blame what they do on the people who are protesting,
which is the old Joseph Goebbels fucking technique of blame your enemy for what you do.
Yeah.
Blame the other side for what you have wrong.
Yeah.
Blame them for your ills. You know what I mean? And accuse them of your ills.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I saw that there was this meme going around. We're like, we got to label the KKK and the alt-right and neo-Nazis and the BLM and Antifa. Label them all terrorists. You fierce fucking centrist. You fucking pussy.
As a centrist, y'all can go fuck yourselves because I'm a fucking centrist. I don't see how they can come to that conclusion.
But it's one of those just
you got to fucking see. All right, who's right here? Okay, so the Nazis and the white supremacists are literally doing something that's fucked up.
Well, no, hang on real fast.
These people are just fighting against that.
Well, but even then, the thing is someone gave a great response to that where they basically just said, was it BLM or Antifa that won and dragged that man in Texas behind a pickup truck and then carved, F niggers into his fucking chest after he blew apart? No, that was the Klan. Okay. Mm-hmm. Was it the BLM or Antifa that went and firebombed that church that killed the 4 girls down in Mississippi burning? Okay. No, that was the fucking Klan. Okay. Was it the Klan? Was it the Antifa or BLM that went and gang raped fucking women, black women? No, that was the fucking Klan. Was it the BLM and the Antifa that would go out and have lynching parties? No, that was the fucking Klan.
Yeah.
Where in there can you tell me that they've gone out and purposely talk? Well, some of them were screaming "fuck cops" and "dead cops" and "fried bacon." And what about the guy in Texas? What about him? What about him?
Well,
have you heard anyone from leadership? Sean King, specifically Sean King, or the one chick that Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend? Okay, people who have been elevated and are the leaders of that movement. Okay, have they sat there and called for that shit? No, they say we don't want fucking violence.
Yeah, we
don't want fucking violence. And all of a sudden, a good example too that someone put up was in Charlottesville. You saw a bunch of these neo-Nazi guys just leaning on the trying to push and lean on the fucking riot police with their shields. Like they're straight doing that whole straight up.
Well, in Charlottesville, those dudes had their own fucking shields.
That shit too. But here's the thing: could you imagine?
They also had fucking fully armed dudes,
right?
In fucking full battle rattle gear.
Oh yeah, Meal Team 6. They're faking. You know what? Stolen valor. You're out there playing fucking army, man. How many of you actually were in the fucking army or in the fucking armed services?
Had AR-15s, body armor, fucking camo, fucking...
Wearing with your patches? Really?
Fucking...
and I didn't get a chance to look at the patches. Maybe it's like, oh, here's my neo-Nazi patch. But you're out there and you're playing dress-up army, man. That's stolen valor. I'm sorry. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Oh, I'm running fucking operations.
Well, they were
and
technically a militia. I think they were actually a registered militia.
From Pennsylvania, too.
Oh, that's disappointing.
More than likely Potter County. But there's...
yeah, those guys... And people are trying to say, oh, the left is just as bad. It's like, dude, the fucking left didn't have fucking troops there.
They had one group. There was one group. It's called Redneck Revolt. And they actually are armed liberals that will show up to these events to protect...
From what I heard, those guys were there to provide fucking medical, though.
Right. Well, they
knew shit was gonna fucking.
Well,
go
and
down.
on top of that, where they were positioned, they were so far away from the action. They were in behind they were in you could call like, you know, their turf, you know what I mean, the left's turf or whatever, or the people that were against the fucking Nazis, call them the left, whatever. But they were like far away from where the action was going down. The motherfuckers that had the guns on the Nazi side were just basically right fucking there.
Yeah.
Like, are you shitting me right now?
And they like protected the neo-Nazis while they fucking retreated.
Yeah, I mean, this is disgusting. And Eric made a great point here. He said they're trying to draw some kind of parallel between the movements in order to say we're bad, you guys are just as bad or worse. Yes, it's called fucking whataboutism. And that's what they did in the Soviet Union in the 80s. How come we're starving? Well, what about all of the Americans when they fuck up? You know, that's because that's exactly what the Soviet leadership did in the 80s. Was basically anytime the people said, "Hey, dude, what's going on with this?" Oh, well, what about America? They always deflected. It was an official, like damn near an official policy of the entire Soviet government. It was just deflect. Okay,
yeah, you're right, Eric. They were totally fucking doing the Roman salute, saying "Hail Trump." They were saying Jews will not replace us. They were carrying Nazi flags, wearing Nazi armbands, and they were also fucking marching, saying "One people, one nation, end immigration."
Blood and soil. Blood and
soil, which is like directly fucking like Third Reich Nazi shit right there.
I forget what the German was, but yeah, they would scream that shit at their little fucking rallies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they did it in Charlottesville, and it's just, and yeah, they don't want us out there protesting, Riley. That's exactly what it is. They sit there and they made. First off, they sat there and made we
want to spread our hate without opposition.
But here's the thing. What was the context of this fucking rally? Okay, first, it was Unite the Right. Okay, that was the title. That's the shit at the top of the fucking banner. Unite the Right. Okay, with stars and bars and Dixie is the fucking as the background photo. Okay, and then they listed a bunch of alt-right motherfuckers. Okay, so, I say it. Don't worry.
Just make sure you know.
Yeah. So it's Unite the Right. They say we're going out there because we're defending and protecting this statue and showing support for it. Well, according to the one woman from Vice that shot that footage that you saw where you watching them walk around doing their LARPing Nuremberg bullshit, okay, with blood and soil, as soon as they showed up, it wasn't about the fucking statue anymore. It was not about the fucking statue. Then they want to sit there and say, well, it's our freedom of speech. Okay, well, why do you need in order to promote your First Amendment, which is not being violated? Okay, let me make something really fucking clear to people out there. I and Vern and I, excuse me, I gotta be proper. But Vern and I and any other private citizen cannot impede on your First Amendment. That's not what it's set up for. It's government. The whole point of it was a contract, a social contract between the people, us, and the government, which is made up of us, that says, hey, when we put guys in there, you can't do this to the fucking people.
Yeah.
You can't take their guns. You can't fucking just house fucking soldiers in their homes. You know, the quarter shit. Okay, you can't impede on their
quarter to foreign troops or something, like
or their own troops,
own
troops. Okay, you can't, okay, and there's a specific reason why they were put in the order it was put in, especially the first two: freedom of speech. And then the right to bear arms. Remember, arms is used when they talk about defense.
Yeah,
it's not offense.
Back in that time period, there was two different words for weapons. There was weapons and arms. Weapons were used offensively. Arms were used defensively. Any gun or knife or sword could be either. It all depended on how you were using it. They used the word arms to signify that
defense,
using it for defense,
to protect yourself, not engage in it and be aggressive, to protect yourself. But my bigger point is the reason why it was put in these orders: speech, then guns, because they want you to fucking talk it out with the government first before you have to go fucking shoot people. Okay, and even then, I'm not fucking with your First Amendment. A citizen can't violate another citizen's First Amendment. If Vern's talking, go ahead and talk.
I'm talking about what?
Okay, I'm just going to mute him, and we're not going to hear from Vern for the rest of the show. I'm not violating his First Amendment. Okay. I'm not
completely true.
I'm not violating his First Amendment. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay? So all these people out there, they're like, the left wants to First off, define the fucking left, dickbag. Second, point to me to a Democrat or liberal or quote unquote left politician that has introduced any fucking or made any attempts to shut your speech down. I'll wait. My bus comes in 13, 20 fucking minutes, but I'll wait. Because you don't have any. You don't have any.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you want to sit there and be like, well, why can't we go out? I don't know why we attribute a Southern accent to it. But like, why can't we go out there and fucking say kill the Jews? Because the Supreme Court has already ruled that's a fucking terroristic threat and that's hate speech.
Yeah.
Okay? That's why. Well, that's why when you said, like I said earlier, if I called you up on the phone and I'm like, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. When I see you, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. You call the cops. I'm getting a warrant out for my arrest and you're getting a PFA from a judge.
Yeah.
So, like, this is...
But these guys think they should be able to run, kill them damn Jews. And it's like...
They want... It's like you want to... And here's the thing. If you,
it's my freedom of speech. I just think we should kill Jews. It's like, no, that's not freedom of speech. It's called incitement.
Right. And
again...
the
Supreme Court ruled that incitement is not fucking free speech.
Right. And again, it still comes down to the fact of, like, who is violating your First Amendment? Again, only the government can do that to you. Private companies can't do that, aren't violating. Private citizens aren't violating, okay? There is a gray area when it comes to terrestrial broadcasting, though, because it's the people's airwaves, or at least what we're fucking told, okay? It is the people's airwaves that these companies go and rent time on. But when they get rid of things like the fairness doctrine and they start deregulating like it's crazy amount that they did, it's a real gray area right now, especially with. But then again, here's what even makes it more gray is that a lot of the VHF and UHF channels here in Philadelphia, 3, 6, 10, 12. Okay, there's your VHF, your UHF 17, 29, 57, 48. Okay, all those channels, they're not terrestrial anymore. They're on cable providers, which is a private network. Yeah. Okay, it's not public. Like the airwaves are public. Okay. It also gets weird too because of how like radio stations will live audio stream their feeds. Yeah. So where does it be? Is it still the people's airwaves terrestrially versus now it's on a private network because it's on the internet, which is owned by private corporations? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the government has no hand in the infrastructure with the internet whatsoever. Yeah, whatsoever. Like, Comcast owns it, Verizon owns it, Roadrunner owns it. All these companies own it. Okay.
Well, the government has some control over the internet. There's things they can't do though because of our rights.
Yeah, Eric said you can run around and talk all the racist shit you want. And I can get right in front of you and yell my lungs out so your message isn't heard.
Yeah, which that wouldn't be Eric impeding those racists' freedom of speech. Because they could still say it. Other people might not be able to hear what they're saying, but it doesn't matter because, well, we don't have to observe your right to free speech. We can talk over you if we want to, because that's our right to free speech.
I can do that to him. Yep, I could just totally shut him off. And he can't go to the Supreme Court and be like, my co-host muted out my microphone and violated my free speech. But no, they don't want to hear that. No, they don't want to hear that. No, they're just gonna look at me and be like, you're an asshole, and you two go figure it out and stop acting like fucking babies and work together. Okay, like this, it's so amazingly how it boggles my mind on just how amazingly stupid fucking people are when it comes to this shit. And how they just
there's no excuse for it too, because we're in the fucking information age. Everybody has fucking access to fucking more knowledge than has ever been fucking available to a single human being ever. The internet is literally, I mean, you have to know fucking
see if you can find that. Dude, there was a video of a guy who was basically doing the
oh yeah. I have that. I posted that recently.
Yeah. When it wasn't at Charlottesville, it was somewhere else.
We actually came up with I came up with a couple of good ideas related to that. Don't punch a Nazi. Let's embarrass the fuck out of these people by making them look as fucking stupid as possible. I'm going to fucking design a fucking glitter cannon and fucking use it to fucking spray fucking Nazis and white supremacists with fucking pink glitter, because ain't nobody in the fucking world gonna take a pink glitter covered Nazi fucking seriously. You can be like white power, and she's gonna be like, dude, you're fucking all pink and shit. You fucking try to act all badass. You're fucking covered in fucking pink glitter, dude. Shut the fuck up, you pussy.
But yeah, it's absolutely, like I
Where'd it
said,
go?
it's probably deep back there, honestly, unfortunately, on your timeline. But yeah, again, like it's just, it just boggles my mind. But like you said about the shit with
It's got to be here somewhere.
maybe it's really back there. No,
I
it has
didn't
to be.
post it that long ago.
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
there it is.
Here's the thing that you said. Hang on, bro. Yeah. So here's the thing, real fast, before we play this.
This is what you do to the Nazis. Just make, because like these guys have got to be like, oh, like look at him. He's like, God damn it.
And then he just leaves. Although that guy could have just been photographed. No, I don't want to.
True.
This is what stupid looks like.
That's right, man.
He's fucking trolling them with Flight of the Valkyries. These guys have got to be having like the wind blown out of their sails right now.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Now I forget where this was. This wasn't Charlottesville. This was.
Nah, this wasn't Charlottesville. I forget where it was, but it's fucking
and it's
hilarious.
a couple years old too.
Yeah, it's still fucking hilarious though. That's
No, wait,
what-
I'm waiting for him to do like the elephant.
Oh yeah.
He does the elephant. It's coming.
But that's it. That's what we need to do. We just need to make these people look like absolute fucking fools.
I fucking love it, dude. It's 7 million views, man, and a bunch of fucking thumbs up. That is just
Columbia, South Carolina.
Columbia.
Yeah.
Good
but
job, brother.
Just make these people look like fucking
Good
fools.
fucking job to that
Fucking-
kid.
If you look online, there's you can actually get a glitter gun. It's hand cranked and it doesn't spray that far. But if you run up real quick and you just go like that, you'll fucking cover them pretty quickly. Just everybody just buy fucking glitter guns.
Well,
And so we don't give them ammo to say that, oh, you sprayed glitter. I mean, it's harmful. No, get the cosmetic glitter. If you get cosmetic glitter, it's safe. It's not going to hurt anybody.
I want to say this.
Make sure it's fucking as bright pink as you can get. Just spray fucking Nazis with fucking pink glitter.
I want to say this real fast to kind of wrap up because I do got to get running.
Yeah.
Great idea, and we may have our chance because apparently the rumor is the Klan's going to try and plan a rally and a march in Philly.
Oh,
I will fucking be there, bro. Trust
I'm
me.
just going to go there to watch because there's going to be black dudes like,
Boom, 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 boom.
I can just see it. There's going to be black dudes that are like, are these motherfuckers serious right now?
Dude, how much do you want to make a bet they do not
You stupid ass motherfuckers just came into Philly
on some white power shit?
on some white power shit.
Dude, how much do you want to make a bet? How much do you want to make a bet? They ain't going anywhere north of City Hall on Broad. How much do you want to make a bet they don't go anywhere north of City Hall on Broad Street
Yeah,
into North Philly? They ain't
they
nowhere
ain't
going
they
nowhere
ain't
near
going-
north.
They ain't going nowhere near North Philly. If they do, they're pretty fucking stupid.
And if they do show up, they're going to be at the Leif Erikson statue. That's where they're going to fucking be at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I don't. Again,
or around City Hall or Independence Hall or something.
they'll try.
They're
and do
going to
it
stay
at Hall.
somewhere where, you know, they feel safe. They're not going to go wandering through fucking into North Philly because in North Philly people are just going to be like,
Oh really?
oh really?
Oh really?
Yo, let me call my motherfucking boys. Yo. Yo, these motherfuckers down here fucking being all racist and shit. Yo, fucking call your homies. Tell them to get their ass down here. Like, I remember what happened at Sapphire Nightclub back in fucking
this
96.
was great, dude.
Fucking couple of AC skinheads and their girlfriends show up and they fucking were like starting shit. And they're fucking being assholes. So fucking Lamar, the big big heavyset black guy who was the fucking door guy. He's just like, all right, you know what? I'm fucking sick of hearing about these people being assholes. So he just starts walking up and down Main Street in Norristown, just fucking, yo, we got some skinheads in the Sapphire in the nightclub over here. They're fucking causing trouble. Fucking get your homies.
Yeah. Rally called.
And fucking, oh my God, so many fucking, like, just like out of the woodworks, fucking black dudes coming from everywhere. And these fucking AC Skins, like, went from being, we're all hard and shit to like, oh my God, we need to get the fuck out of here because these motherfuckers are about to kill us. They fucking, they turned tail so quickly. All right, you remember how there was the parking lot and then there was the chains and then there was another parking lot?
Right.
They fucking drove under those chains.
To get out.
Because they couldn't get out of the front of the parking lot because there was like 100 fucking black dudes there ready to beat some ass.
Yeah.
And it was fucking hilarious.
I remember. I wasn't there, but I do remember the story. The real fast, I wanted to say this before I wrapped up. A point that you had made about this is being the information age, and we have all this at our disposal.
Yeah.
It's also dangerous though, because look what happened when you typed in your search result.
Well, yeah. The whole thing is you have to learn what sources are credible, and
Right.
B, you don't take any one source as
Gospel.
the truth. You cross-reference with other credible sources. That's how you know what to believe. Is all right, this credible source says that that's true. This credible source says that's true. This credible source says that's true. This information that I found over here, supports that that's true. You don't just like, if you're researching something, unless it's like a YouTube channel that you know to be credible, like National Geographic or some shit like that.
Right.
If it's Bob 247, he's not a credible source.
Yeah.
You don't know who Bob 247 is. He's not a widely regarded fucking source of information. Like, you can't fucking trust what he's saying. It's all about what your fucking quality level of researching is. Like, if you just take any old fucking source, like, you have to watch yourself to make sure you don't fucking fall into confirmation bias. Like, you never want to search to prove what you believe is the truth, unless you've seen enough to convince you that that is the truth. You know what I mean?
Oh, holy shit.
What do we got?
We're going to have to dig into this next week.
All right.
Because the Jesus is a baby killer. Hi, Kevin.
Who is this guy?
Who knows? Who cares? But, well, not that we don't care, but thank you for stopping in. But no,
Well, that's the
we're going to
second
have to
time he
dig in this
says that.
because this website, apparently some dude had a shirt on promoting this website that was behind Trump at his fucking rally tonight. And, yeah, they're pushing the whole Irish slaves. They're pushing the fucking the Cherokee Democrats. You know, it was actually the Indians that enslaved the blacks. Here we go. But see, this is what I was saying, dude. This is what scares me about the information age. It's great that I can sit there and basically have the Library of Alexandria in a fucking laptop right here. But when garbage like that can get put on the fucking internet and make it look legitimate and credible and people go with it, like Free Thought Project is fucking garbage. Free Thought Project is nothing but fucking clickbait.
Yeah.
You know, and you can tell with a lot of these sites because how many flashy, shiny, glittery ads do you see when you're trying to read the content?
Yeah.
You know, like it's scary shit, dude. I mean, I wanted to go in on Alex Jones a little more, but I ain't got time, unfortunately. Yeah. All you need to know is that he hired an actor to throw coffee in his face. And I'll just say this, okay? That Seattle incident. I know we should play the video and all that stuff, but really, Alex Jones is the biggest piece of shit, if he isn't already, has proven so more so. Because this is the same cocksucker, and I'm going to close the laptop for this one. This is the same motherfucker who sat there and said, those kids in Sandy Hook, it was a hoax, They were actors.
Yeah.
There's like a 50-some families shattered right now.
Yeah.
You know, with the 20-some kids dying and then the scores injured. Okay.
Yeah.
Sitting there and sits there and say when the bodies are still warm that it's a false flag. It's false, so Obama can come and take your gun. So he sits there and says this shit about dead fucking kids.
Yeah.
So he can sell more subscriptions and fake ass fucking nutrition supplements.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and does this.
Yeah.
He does this. He stages an attack against him because he wants to play the aggrieved white boy victim card. Oh, I can't. My freedom of speech. My freedom of speech.
Look at how brainwashed these people are.
Oh, look. He you know, it was so funny. You know who found out he was an actor?
Who?
4chan. Because they were trying to find who the guy was to go after him, and then it turned out, oh shit, this is looking like Alex staged it, and they shut right the fuck up. And that's another fucking cesspool of shit too. But it's seriously like that when I saw that, like, that did quote unquote hashtag trigger, because you just sit there, you just hear how this guy says this shit without any impunity, and what he says about people's lives, especially people who have been murdered, and then engages in the same fucking behavior that he disgustingly accused other people of doing.
Yeah.
Eat a fucking dick. No, eat a fucking bullet, Jones. Alexis. Eat a bullet, Alexis. Alexis Jones, queen cuck of the entire cuck movement. Go sell more fucking pills, asshole. Fucking 10 million. And anyone that happens to see this at the very end, thank God, well, surprisingly, you lasted this entire time. But the fact is, like, if you did stick around for this whole thing and you're watching, it's like, if you subscribe to that shit, you know he is worth $10 million.
Yeah.
He's
a multimillionaire.
He's a multimillionaire
Off of selling you bullshit.
Selling you bullshit. You are responsible for this. You are responsible for this because you engage the content, you buy it, you give him fucking money. And this guy is going to sit there and like, he knows where you're coming from with your life. Like, he knows. Like, he's been there. Really. Yeah. Really. Yeah. The guy sat there and has had a cushy job in media ever since he's been a kid. He's never been in a factory. He's never sat there and washed dishes. He's never shined shoes or shovel shit. He's a piece of shit, dude. Oh, boy.
All right, Kevin. Yeah. You're starting.
No, don't ban him.
No, I'm putting you in timeout, dude. You're posting some shit that's not even relevant.
Atheists and flat earthers can't handle. Wait, what? What? Oh boy.
Yeah, Kevin, we don't mind you watching, but if you're just going to rant about
dumb
completely unrelated shit in our chat, then we're going to have a problem.
So, all right, well, I got to get going.
But,
I got to run.
All right, well,
yeah, got to bring up that cool music.
Yeah. All right. We will catch you next time, folks. Yep. Hopefully next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, definitely Tuesday.
So.
Give me my music. See, you got to change the fucking output again.
Why is it being a stupid shit? No, it's the right one. Why is it not?
I mean, I'm turned up.
Why is it?
It keeps still. It does this. Oh, check down there.
Did it switch me again? No.
Why does it keep fucking doing this every time
I don't know.
Yeah,
speaker's real tech. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to fade out again.
How the fuck does that happen, dude? Why does that always fucking happen? Maybe there's something wrong with that file. Go play another one. Play another one. Just play this thing. Fuck it.
Here, hold on. Here, let me just try reopening it. Let's see if it.
Oh wait, was this open the whole time?
No, I just opened it.
Oh. Oh, I want my fucking music.
I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to fucking take a look at this computer because it's being that's just.
I mean,
shit.
It played everything else.
Yeah, I don't get it. But all right, folks.
Oh, whatever. All right,
guys.
kids.
We gotta get this dude on the road. So.
Yep.
All right. Make sure you check out our. Be sure to check out our websites as usual. And all right. Have a good one, folks, and we will catch you next week.
Later.